Hello, and welcome to Bill's Wargame World. All right, we're going to hit a mess of topics. It's Sunday morning, June 4th, and I hope you'll watch this whole video. This is just a recap. So let's start off with the first thing, June 3rd at the Maryland Veterans Museum, which I hope somebody who watches my video will go and visit that museum. It has a lot to offer. We did our Crazy Goober drawing for board games, and the Maryland Veterans Museum, believe it or not, they actually won 4 games. Chadds Ford won 3. Gloucester Historical Museum won 2 games, and Fort Frederick at Robert Ambrose site won 1 game. I'm in the process of contacting them to find out if they want the Pickett's Charge games, French Indian War games, or the Rev War game now. So what we're working on in the war game table, a couple things. The Alamo build taking up a ton of time, a ton of video time. Many people were sending me great ideas, help to keep me motivated. The insides of the buildings have not been painted. I've had to set this aside. The Alamo is going to be placed in the other room for a while, and then I'm going to come back to it. I'm starting to get burnt out building the Alamo. So I've changed focus. Jim Shaw, the great painter in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, has offered to help me with the figures. I have one heck of a lot of figures, even with Derek helping. So I'm in the process of gluing the Texans to poker chips with the E6000 glue that works on plastic. We'll get these all glued today, spray painted with a Krylon paint. So when Jim gives them their detailed painting magic that he does, the paint won't come off, and then we'll seal it with a sealant paint. So that's the Texan troops. Next, what do we have? And just so you know, E6000 can be bought at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and many stores. It's not really rare. It does smell a bit. So if you have somebody in your home that doesn't like the smell of a high toxic glue, open up some windows. All right, what's next? What's next? We covered the games, the figures. How about 600 Mexicans? Well, here they are, and we're slowly working on them. The plan is to get the rest of the bases painted beige tan color. And got a few more things to go over. My video YouTube channel has 3 main aspects. Miniature wargaming, board war games, which we just covered, and the third is visiting historic sites. And many historic sites, either the locations of the sites, which are rare, that people don't go to, or museums that people don't really know exist. Well, we are going to start working on the Johnson Gilmore raid, which happened right where I live, near Jerusalem Mills Historic Site. With the help of Betsy and Glenn and the historians there, we are going to be doing a video of the raid, and hopefully, Glenn the historian, I will be videoing the different sites and the travel path that the raid took. Now for me, of course, they came right over here to Nottingham, Maryland, and I'm also going to work on a introductory level board war game of this raid. All right. Well, speaking of miniatures, for Historicon, I'm running the Fort Necessity game, and I need 2 swivel guns. So I'm going to take a Dremel tool and do some work on this cannon that was included in the Alamo playset, and chop it up a bit and turn 2 of these guns into swivel guns for Fort Necessity. And I do have several Fort Necessity videos on my playlist. So it's a busy Sunday morning here, a lot going on, and I hope that you'll consider looking at my playlists. I have a lot of videos out there of a lot of different historic sites and battlefields, along with a lot of miniature and board war game videos. I think that's it for now. I'm going to get to work on all of these figures to take to Jim Shaw, the Magic Painter in Gettysburg. And thank you. Stay safe. Be kind. Leave comments. I know I have some people that love the miniatures, don't care for the historic sites, or vice versa. But for my channel, we're mixing all three together. And thank you for subscribing.